Okay, so it seems like recently there's been a huge update to the project that Dokibird has been working on alongside a bunch of other big VTubers, including Ironmouse, AmaLee, and Rin Penrose. Now, this has been a very exciting one. Obviously, we covered the kind of initial announcement, but they've actually told us more with Offkai, and Dokibird has been kind of responding to a lot of misinformation and lies that have been going around about the group and what they're going to be and what they're going to do, essentially, which again has been very interesting to see. And obviously this is all to do with their new Wildcard Club, as we know, and again it's been a huge thing with all of these VTubers, as I mentioned. And yeah, I mean, lots of people are looking forward to it, but one thing that people have been kind of looking at was, what was the big music company that was behind this? They said there was a big music company that wanted to get involved and kind of like funding this and whatever, and helping them with doing this Wildcard Club thing. And essentially, yeah, they did reveal that Hybe would be that company. It was speculated that that would be the case, but it wasn't confirmed. But now it is confirmed that Hybe are behind this, and they are going to be the company that is going to be backing them up, right? They say a global powerhouse bridging creators and culture, connecting us four captains to bring this club to life, backing our original music and visual content. So yeah, obviously it is Hybe. Now, if you don't know who Hybe is, they are very, very big in the K-pop space. So if you know anything about K-pop, then you probably know who Hybe is. But if you don't know who Hybe is, obviously they've been behind some of the biggest groups and singles, what do you call it, singers in K-pop, right? Obviously you got BTS. I mean, I think everybody knows BTS, even if you don't know K-pop, right? Your TXT, Quarters, Le Seraphim, N-Hyphen, 17, New Jeans. There's so many more, right? Which of course are very, very popular. And again, they've made some of the biggest groups that you will see in K-pop, which has lots of people excited, but also some people more so concerned, right? Because people are saying, holy, they're under Hybe. And a lot of people are saying, well, oh, I hope they'll be okay. To be honest, that's not a good thing, right? And obviously there has been, previous things with Hybe, for example, the whole New Jeans situation with that going pretty badly. And again, there's been, there's always things going around about many K-pop companies and the conditions and, the workload and everything like that people have problems with, right? And I think it is totally okay to, question that. But again, I do think this is a little bit different from like a K-pop group. I don't think they're going to be under as much workload as maybe a K-pop group would do. I think it is just a company trying something out in the kind of global space that, might work out, might not work out. We don't really know, right? But they say, for proper context, no, they aren't a K-pop girl group that's going to be training for Hybe. As the reply says below, it's a collaborative project open for all VTubers. Everyone can apply, music, art, etc. The four are just acting captains per project. So yeah, obviously they're going to be the captains, right? It's not going to be necessarily like a group or whatever you want to call it, right? Well, it is kind of a group, but not like a group. You get what I mean? It's not like a K-pop group, right? Obviously, a lot of people have been discussing it as well, including Dokibird, who has been talking about this, right? Saying wanted to bring this post back because saw people were confused now that Hybe was announced behind the music project collaboration. Only music released under the Wildcard Club with my team, girl band / punk rock, will be with Hybe, as they will be funding and providing the resources for us to create original music with the respective genre that we picked out. I can still release and work on music and stuff outside of the Wildcard Club project and own my full rights to it. So anything that she uploads within the Wildcard Club is going to be, controlled more so by Hybe and stuff, because they did help out with the creation of the songs and things like that, right? Probably going to be helping with producers and everything like that. But music that Dokibird creates on her own without the Wildcard Club or anything like that, she will be able to still own, which I think, that sounds good, right? So the Wildcard Club is a collaborative project with the label, and I am not managed by them or under any new VTuber agency. And my management team is still my personal management team. Also, the application is open to all VTubers from around the world. It doesn't matter if you're an agency VTuber or an indie VTuber, as it's a music project and not a management thing. We'll be announcing more details like the other girl genres and answering any questions on Tuesday on AmaLee's and Rin's channel. So yeah, obviously how just kind of like clearing up a bit of misinformation. Some people think it's like an agency thing, which I don't, it's not at all. It's just one of these things where it seems like a cool little project that they're working on, that is going to be, you know, obviously backed by Hybe, and that's about it, right? They're not going to be controlled by Hybe in any way, like on a personal, like VTuber level or anything like that. It is mainly to do with the music, and finding other VTubers to take part in it, right? So that is one of the main kind of points that she brings up there, which, yeah, I think is fair enough, right? She also says, if you are on my team and you want to work on creating songs outside of the genre with some of the other members, whether they are in my team or another captain's team, separate from the Wildcard Club with your own resources, you can, and it'll be under your own personal project, just like how you've always done for your own original music and covers. You are not constrained into creating only music for the Wildcard Club, and nothing really changes other than occasionally making music with your team. It's like an occasional collab music group with resources provided by a global label. So yeah, essentially they're saying you're still able to make music on your own. Like if you are selected as one of these VTubers that, you know, that have applied and whatever, you are able to make your own music on your own, and you're able to collab with other people within, you know, that have also been selected, right? You're able to do it with anybody. There's not going to be any problems with that. And if you do it in your own time and with your own resources, then yeah, obviously you own the whole thing. There is no problem with that. It is literally just like every now and again they come together to make a song for Hybe and under Hybe and whatever. And that is then that one project thing that they work on, you know, it kind of isolated, right? Everything else is theirs. So I think that's pretty fair enough, right? People saying, thank you. There's way too many people spreading blatant misinformation and concern trolling. You're not in the building or reliant on Hybe. You're not you're not in a new K-pop group. People need to chill, which, yeah, as I said, I feel like it's a bit different to a K-pop group, in the sense of, yeah, they're not going to be in the building. They're not going to be like, you know, put under this like heavy workload, as I said, that many people have been concerned about. It's just like, yeah, it's just a project that is backed by them, right? And of course, people have been putting this up saying Wildcard Club needs you. Saying what's next? 4 teams with original tracks, captain-led teams, 1 original track each. Captain AmaLee, Captain Dokibird, Captain Ironmouse, Captain Rin Penrose. So yeah, those are all of the kind of captains, and then you can apply either using this QR codes. You could use that if you want to apply. If you're a VTuber, you want to apply to this, then you can go ahead and do it. Seems like they're going to take any VTuber, no matter if you're in an agency, not in an agency, male, female, in the middle, whatever, you know, whatever you are, right? It doesn't matter. I feel like as long as you're a VTuber, that's all that counts, right? So yeah, saying 100% open, cool, open to all VTubers. You can pick your captain. Application deadline August 28th. So yeah, you have about a month to you know, apply and whatever, and you can pick your captain, which I think is cool. And again, it would suck if like maybe, you know, people were to join and then, you know, they get put in like Dokibird's group and they have to do like, you know, punk, whatever, stuff that maybe they don't want to. So it's good that they can pick their captain, so at least they know that this is the style and the genre that they want to get into. Obviously, they haven't announced the other styles yet, which again, they probably should have done before announcing the apply thing, but it's still cool. Again, as I said, use that QR code if you want to go and apply, because it does seem pretty cool, right? It does seem cool. A lot of people have been, you know, wondering what is going on with this. Again, you know, of course, there's going to be a lot of people worrying and unhappy, but people saying, I'm trying really hard to be happy for them, but considering how Hybe treats their current roster of girl groups, yeah. Saying the chances of Manon moving from Cat's Eye. Oh yeah, Cat's Eye. Did they even mention them in this? No, maybe they just went. Oh, here we go. Cat's Eye. Hybe America. Yeah, they also do Cat's Eye. So if you guys didn't know that, yeah, Cat's Eye also have had an issue too, obviously with Manon not coming back yet. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but we'll see. The chances of Manon moving to Cat's Eye to this are low, but never zero. Thank Godspeed. Said, and they thought V Shoujo was awful. Lamau. So obviously, some people are going after them, you know, because of the V Shoujo stuff. But again, because they're more into making up fantasies about Hybe when like they're not their full managers, anyways. First off, and second, out of all of the K-pop companies out there, Hybe is the best by a mile. Like people standing SM and YG groups calling them evil now. Come on now. Which again, I know a lot about K-pop groups and stuff. Not so much about the agencies and which one's necessarily better, because again, I don't think any of them are really that much better, but you know, we'll see. Again, you know, it's exciting though. It's exciting to see, and hopefully things do go well for Dokibird, Ironmouse, Rin Penrose, and AmaLee with this stuff. So yeah, that's essentially all there is for this situation. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.